UK, Ministry of Education, Mr. Patrick Tay.
Sir, I beg to move that the total sum to be allocated for Head K of the estimates be reduced by $100. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many schools across the globe had to close during lockdowns, and for prolonged periods, and many schools are still closed in some countries. In Singapore, the entire teaching and education sector from preschool, primary, secondary, SPED, JC, Poly, IT, private and international schools, and our universities, including CET centers and training providers and adult educators, including the entire Ministry of Education, had to pivot and move to home-based and online learning overnight. Many had to grapple with new ways of work and education delivery. Many had to learn to use various video conferencing software. Everyone had to convert their homes to become lecture theatres, virtual classrooms, and even laboratories. Notwithstanding, the entire education ecosystem came together to pivot and to get our students get back to school after the circuit breaker and resume some normalcy, including restarting many of the core curricular activities and events. We thank every one of them who have made possible the delivery of education, skills, and training to our students and adult learners against all odds, safely and in a social distance way. With disruption, digitalization, and now the dreaded disease, it is vital for our entire education system to stay ready, relevant, and resilient. I wish to highlight some pertinent points and observations for MOE for its entire education and learning continuum. I have 6 key observations and suggestions. First, seamless transition from K2 to P1. As MOE is now involved in delivering preschool education through the MOE kindergartens, I see an immense possibility and scope for MOE to better research into and enhance the curriculum of kindergartens as well as for P1, so that we can better integrate and support the seamless transition of children from K2 to Primary 1. I find that this is an important aspect which can be further augmented to ensure children are able to catch up with or sometimes cope with the knowledge, skills, and competency requirements for Primary 1. 2. Strengthen mental health and wellness in schools. We work from home and home-based learning, as well as the bane that comes along with social media and device usage, as well as bullying, both in the real and online world. The mental state, health, and well-being of students and teachers as well, from primary all the way to university, is something we cannot take lightly. I submit that our education system must be well poised and prepared to prevent, detect, and provide support in this area in the next normal. Can MOE share whether in the past 5 years we see an increasing trend of students having mental health issues and challenges, and what is MOE doing to overcome this challenge, which is further exacerbated by our drive towards digitalization and learning device issuance? 3. Better prospects for mother tongue and specialist teachers. Our mother tongue and other specialist educators and teachers in school play an integral part and role in our education system. I'm particularly concerned, especially in the treatment of and the parity of teachers who specifically teach only art, physical education, and music and other specialized areas. Can MOE provide an update on the morale, career progression, and developmental opportunities afforded to this category of teachers, including the mother tongue teachers, and also whether MOE conducts any ground surveys of the morale, engagement scores, and aspirations of this group of teachers. 4. Better job placement for SPED students. Another area I feel strongly is the provision of job opportunities for SPED students and their future beyond the learning institutions and classrooms. I submit that we can and should do more to hasten and strengthen the various placement programs and initiatives to allow SPED students who complete their school and training to prepare for work in areas where they are keen and able to. 5. Smaller class sizes and student-teacher ratios. With a lesser student cohort across the entire mainstream education system due to lower birth rates the past decade, I think we should look into having smaller class sizes across our primary and secondary schools. It is without doubt that smaller class sizes do help to enhance and improve the overall learning experience and enhance the student-teacher interaction opportunities for every student. 6. Supporting continuing education and training. With the half-life of skills shortening, with transformed jobs and new jobs, greater speed to market in terms of skills, competencies, and knowledge is an imperative. We need our institutes of higher learning to transform into institutes of continuing education and training, to work with employers and especially the industry clusters to know the future jobs and the future in-demand skills so that we can plan, prepare, and conduct bite-sized and modular training in response to market and industry needs. I urge MOE to undertake appropriate strategies to help our workers, especially the mature PMEs, achieving skill security by supporting them in the pursuit of training opportunities. In this regard, can MOE review the Mid-Career Enhanced Subsidy Scheme to encourage mature PMEs? MCES is tagged to whether a PME is in receipt of a tuition grant for a local degree program. This means that PMEs seeking to obtain a second degree from our local university to enter into a new sector or industry are ineligible for the Mid-Career Enhanced Subsidy Scheme. That the MCES cannot be separated from the tuition grant is a policy blind spot that impedes PMEs with local first degrees from reskilling with a second local degree to get their foot into a new sector. As part of the ITMs, the 23 industry sectors have launched the skills framework for each of the sectors. I strongly urge employers to deep dive into this skills framework, work with our unions to develop individualized skills map for their current employees based on a framework for the different sectors and industries. These maps will serve to provide personalized career and training recommendations for every employee and help meet every worker's unique aspiration and needs. How can Skills Future Singapore further outreach and raise the awareness and significance of the skills framework, especially for the PMET jobs and PMETs? Thank you.